name is Rafe. I am from the Bay Area. I've always considered myself a sexual person. Sexual energy made me feel alive.
Oh, look at all the Thailand pictures.
When I first met Rafe, he was this beautiful, tall, handsome, gorgeous man. He had a lot of sexual energy and was willing to explore, always.
When Tara and I were traveling through Thailand, we were both trying to contemplate whether we wanted to stay together or we wanted to end our relationship. Even though we still loved each other and cared about each other, we decided it'd be a good idea to end the relationship because we both wanted the freedom, if we did meet someone else, that we could explore that possibility. I was with a group of friends, and we're on a patio rooftop. It was a beautiful spring night. We're looking at the stars. I picked up a candle and started walking towards the edge of the roof. And all of a sudden, the candlelight blinded me for a split second, and I stepped off and fell like 12 feet. So I couldn't feel anything from my chest down. I had no feeling or sensation. When I was laying there in the hospital, sometimes I'd wake up and I'd try to sit up and I'd be like, what is going on? And I would think, this is a terrible nightmare I'm having. And then it dawned on me that this is reality. The first thing I thought of was, will I ever walk again? And the second thing I thought was, can I ever have pleasurable sex again? After 2 weeks, I was finally stable enough to travel back to the United States. And I get off the plane, and there's Tara. She's waiting for me. Yeah, it was really tough.
When he got off the plane, it was like picking up a soldier from war. It was very, very, very hard for me.
My spine was not cut, but it was contorted. It was bruised pretty severely. The good news is I have some feeling and movement. The bad news is I live with chronic pain most of the time. Tara was with me for the first couple of weeks. And then I was just curious, I wonder if I can feel anything, in my genitals.
So knowing that he and I were not in a relationship, we did open the conversation around, well, I am the closest to you at this time, and let's just explore.
So she'd massaged me, and, am I getting an erection? And she's like, no, fortunately you're not. And I couldn't feel anything at all. I couldn't get an erection. And I said, okay, well, I can't get an erection now, but I think in the future, there's got to be something that's possible. About a year after my injury, I met a woman here in the Bay Area, and she was interested, and we had an attraction. So one day, we were exploring around, and she started massaging my thumb. And all of a sudden I said, wow, this feels so much like my penis. And she would suck on it, and that felt amazing. Potentially orgasmic. It was like my surrogate penis. My friend Lisa is a sexologist.
That's good.
And she also has done a lot of work with people with disabilities.
I am a sex educator and sex counselor, and the work that I do with Rafe is really unique. I hadn't heard that there was such a thing as a surrogate penis.
The purpose of my work with Lisa is to explore how my body can feel more pleasure and more erotic sensation.
It feels totally different, but also feels really good.
A transfer of orgasm is when the person finds another place on their body that's very sensitive that will give them the sensation of having an orgasm. And typically with someone who has an injury like Rafe, the brain is very malleable.
Yeah.
It's probably similar to someone who is blind. Their hearing becomes incredibly acute.
The word I've used is neuroplasticity. The body wants to heal. Your nervous system wants to find new ways to make connections. So one of my sessions with Lisa, I felt this buildup of energy. And I felt like I was getting closer and closer to having an orgasm. And when I did, it was like just one wave of pleasure after another. It was pretty amazing. The other advantage to this is because I live with chronic pain, is that when I'm experiencing erotic pleasure, the pain pretty much goes away because I'm being flooded with all these great endorphins.
Rafe has a significant reduction in his pain after having one of these sessions, and that reduction in pain lasts for days, which, you know, is amazing.
I think it's therapeutic. I think it should be, you know, sex as therapy. Like, it really can help people with disabilities. Since sexuality has always been an important piece for me, I felt like this is an opportunity for me to learn how to reinvent my sexuality and hopefully share that information and knowledge with others. Most people don't really look at people with a disability as being sexual, that we're not sexual beings. The reality is that most of us are. We all have urges, we all have desires, we all want to be intimate, we all want to connect.
You know, that, especially for men, is a feeling like their worthiness has gone out the window and can create a lot of depression. You know, am I going to have a family? Is someone going to love me?
I'm single, but I hope to find someone that I can date exclusive in the future. I've learned to become a lot more forward if someone's attractive.
So you have full sensation.
Yeah, my thumb, definitely
Feel good?
feels really good, yeah.